Hi students, welcome to KSM classes. Today we will discuss one of the mains paper held in January 2020. The first question is, if the system of linear equations 2x plus 2ay plus az equal 0, 2x plus 3by plus bz equal 0, 2x plus 4cy plus cz equal 0, where a comma b comma c belongs to R are non-zero and distinct, has a non-zero solution, then the options are such: a comma b comma c are in AP, 1 by a, 1 by b, 1 by c are in AP, a plus b plus c equals 0, a comma b comma c are in G. Now here the given system is a homogeneous system of equations. This particular system always have x is equal to y equal to z equal to 0 as a solution. That is called the trivial solution. If any solution other than that exists, that will be called as a non-trivial solution or non-zero solution. Here, other than the trivial solutions, whenever a non-zero solution exists, that can be called as a non-trivial solution. In that context, we can also say that the system is going to possess infinite number of solutions. Now, we'll look at a solution. Here, this particular system can be expressed as Ax is equal to 0, where A is a 3 by 3 matrix obtained by taking the coefficients of x comma y comma z in the given equations. So, A can be taken as 2, 2a, a, 2, 3b, b, 2, 4c, c. And x is equal to the column matrix containing x comma y comma z, y is equal to or 0 equal to the column matrix containing 0, 0, 0. Because in the problem it is given that the system has a non-zero solution, det A must be equal to 0. So here, if you consider 2, 2, 2, 2a, 3b, 4c, a, b, c is equal to 0, it can also be written as by taking 2 common from the first column 1, 1, 1, 2a, 3b, 4c, a, b, c is equal to 0. Now here you can expand the determinant with the help of the first column. 1 into 3bc minus 4bc minus 1 into 2ac minus 4ac plus 1 into 2ab minus 3ab is equal to 0. This is minus bc, this is minus 2ac plus 2ac, this is minus ab is equal to 0. It can be written as 2ac is equal to b into a plus c, implies b is equal to 2ac by a plus c. Whenever a comma b comma c are in HP, b equal to 2ac by a plus c, it implies that a comma b comma c are in HP, implies 1 by a, 1 by b, 1 by c are in A. So the second option is the solution. The next question is, if y alpha is equal to square root of 2 into tan alpha plus cot alpha by 1 plus tan square alpha plus 1 by sin square alpha, alpha belongs to 3 pi by 4 comma pi, then dy by dx at alpha equal to 5 pi by 6 is. Now we will see the solution for this. Y alpha is equal to square root of 2 into, this is the sin alpha by cos alpha. We can write tan alpha as sin alpha by cos alpha plus cot alpha as cos alpha by sin alpha into 1 plus tan square alpha is secant square alpha. If you take it in the numerator, it will become cos square alpha plus 1 by sin square alpha, that can be written as cosecant square alpha. Now this can be simplified as square root of 2 into sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, 1 by cos alpha into sin alpha into cos square alpha plus cosecant square alpha. This can be written as 1 cos alpha will get cancelled. Cos alpha by sin alpha is cot alpha, 2 cot alpha plus cosecant square alpha can be written as 1 plus cot square alpha. This can be written as square root of 1 plus cot alpha whole square. This can be taken as modulus 1 plus cot alpha. Here alpha is given in the alpha is in the interval 3 pi by 4 to pi open interval, that is 3 pi by 4 less than alpha less than pi implies, now taking cot 3 pi by 4 is minus 1, cot pi is infinity, so this is minus 1, this is infinity, so you can take cot pi means here infinity. Cot is a decreasing function, therefore it can be taken as minus infinity less than cot alpha less than minus 1, because it is also in the second quadrant. You can take cot lies between the negative values. 1 plus cot alpha minus infinity less than 1 plus cot alpha less than 0. Therefore 1 plus cot alpha less than 0 implies modulus of 1 plus cot alpha can be taken as minus 1 plus cot alpha. Here we can write this. Therefore y alpha is equal to minus of 1 plus cot alpha. Now differentiating with respect to alpha, dy by d alpha is equal to derivative of minus 1 0 and derivative of minus cot alpha. Derivative of cot alpha is minus cosecant square alpha. So this is cosecant square alpha. Now dy by d alpha at alpha equal to 5 pi by 6, that is equal to cosecant square alpha at 5 pi by 6. So this is cosecant 5 pi by 4 is 2 and this is 5 pi by 6. Therefore the result is 4. Here it is dy by d alpha at alpha equal to 5 pi by 6. The first option is the answer. The next question is, if y is equal to mx plus 4 is a tangent to both the parabolas y square equal to 4x, comma x square equal to 2by, then b is equal to. The options are minus 64, minus 32, minus 128 and 128. Let us see the solution. The parabolas are y square equal to 4x and x square equal to 2by. Given that y is equal to mx plus 4 is a tangent, so y is equal to mx plus 4 is a tangent to both the parabolas. Whenever y is equal to mx plus 4 is a tangent to the parabola y square equal to 4x, here is one formula. If y is equal to mx plus c is a tangent to a parabola y square is equal to 4ax, then c is equal to a by 2. Applying this formula here a is equal to 1 because y square equal to 4ax, a is equal to 1, c is equal to 4. So since 3 is a tangent to 1, you can take C is equal to A by M. A is 1 by M, implies M is equal to 1 by 4. Now, if any line or if there is a common tangent for the parabolas, if y square equal to 4ax, x square equal to 4by, have a common tangent, then its slope is m equal to minus a by b whole power 1 by 3. Applying this formula here. So this particular line 3, which is a tangent to both the parabolas, it being a tangent to both the parabolas, m must be equal to minus a by b whole power 1 by 3. So here 1 by 4 is equal to minus a is 4ax, a is 1 by this here b must be taken as, this must be in the form of x square equal to 4by, but here it is 2b, therefore you can take b as, so 4b by 4 into b by 2, so you can take b by 2 whole power 1 by 2. So this is, if you consider this one, this is 1 by 64 is equal to minus 2 by b, implies b is equal to minus 128. The third one is the option for this. So here the two parabolas are given and a line is given to us which is said to be the common tangent for both the parabolas. Applying the condition that C is equal to A by M, I got M equal to 1 by 4. Later, if any line is a common tangent to both these parabolas, then M is equal to minus A by B whole power 1 by 3. So 1 by 64, 1 by 4 is equal to minus 1 by B by 2. The next question is, let P be a plane passing through the points 2, 1, 0, 4, 1, 1, 5, 0, 1 and R be any point 2, 1, 6, then the image of R in the plane P is. These are the options. Now, the equation of the plane passing through the points x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2 and x3, y3, z3 is equal to determinant of x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, z3 minus z1 is equal to 0. We will apply this formula here. So now the solution is equation of the plane. Equation of the plane x minus 2, y minus 1, z minus 0, z, x2 minus x1, 4 minus 2, 1 minus 1, 0, 1 and this is 3 and minus 1 and 1 is equal to 0. Implies x minus 2 into 0, this is 1, minus y minus 1 into, this is 2, minus 3, minus 1 plus z into 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3 means minus 1 is equal to 0. This is x minus 2 plus y minus 1 minus z equal to 0. It implies x plus y minus z is equal to 3. So we got this x plus y minus z is equal to 3. So here, now these are the points. Once again we'll look into them. X minus 2, y minus 1 and z. This is 4 minus 2 and 1 minus 1 and 1 minus 0. And this is 5 minus 2, 0 minus 1 and 1. So x minus 2 into, this is 1, y minus 1 into 2 minus 3 minus 1 plus z into minus z into, this is minus 2. So this is minus 2z. So x plus y minus 2z is equal to 3 is the equation. Okay, now you can check the points also. Otherwise also you can do in a different way. Equation of the plane can be taken as ax plus by plus cz plus d equals 0. In that equation you can substitute this point to get the values of a, b, c and d. That is also one more method. So here I got x plus y minus 2z equal to 3 as the equation of the plane. Now we are asked to find out the image of the point R in the plane. If x1, y1, z1 is the image of or otherwise x comma y comma z is the image of x1, y1, z1 with respect to the plane ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0. If x comma y comma z is the image of x1, y1, z1 with respect to the plane ax plus by plus cz plus d equals 0, then x minus x1 by a is equal to y minus y1 by b is equal to z minus z1 by c is equal to minus 2 into ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d by a square plus b square plus c square is the formula. Now you can apply that. Here R is the point 2 comma 1 comma 6. Let x comma y comma z be the image of R 2 comma 1 comma 6 in plane 1 implies x minus 2 by 1, y minus 1 by 1, z minus 6 by minus 2 is equal to minus 2 into, substitute the point here, 2 plus 1 minus 12 minus 3 by a square 1 plus b square 1 plus c square minus 2 whole square 4. This is a 3 cancel, this is minus 12 by 6 minus 2, this is 4. Implies x is equal to 4 plus 2 6, y equal to 4 plus 1 5 and z is equal to minus 8 plus 6 minus 2. So the required point is equal to, that is the image of R in the plane is 6 comma 5 comma minus 2, which is the first option. So this is the way of finding the image of a point. Okay, next problem is a vector a bar is equal to alpha I bar plus 2j bar plus beta k bar. Alpha comma beta belongs to R, lies in the plane of vectors b bar equal to I bar plus j bar, c bar equal to I bar minus j bar plus 4k bar. If a bar bisects the angle between b bar and c bar, then among these options we have to check one of the options. Now we'll consider the solution. It is given that a bar bisects the angle between b bar and c bar. That is equal to a bar is the angular bisector of b bar and c bar. It can be taken as a bar is equal to b bar, lambda into b bar by mod b bar plus r minus c bar by mod c bar. One will denote the internal angular bisector and the other will denote the external angular bisector. So A bar is equal to this. Now we will consider the one of it, or otherwise we will consider like this: A bar equal to I bar plus J bar by root 2 plus or minus I bar minus J bar plus 4k bar by the 1 plus 1 plus 16, 3, 18, 3 root 2. Now this can be taken as A bar is equal to alpha I bar plus 2j bar plus beta k bar is equal to, you take the positive sign, so 3I bar plus I bar, 4I bar, 3j bar minus j bar plus 2j bar plus 4k bar by 3 root 2 into lambda. So lambda into 3I bar plus I bar, 3j bar minus j bar and this one 4k bar, or lambda into 3I bar minus I bar, 2I bar, 3j bar plus j bar, 4j bar. Next this is minus 4k bar by 3 root. Now since I bar comma j bar comma k bar being non-coplanar, you can compare the coefficients. So lambda alpha is equal to case 1 you can consider alpha is equal to, with this one, 4 lambda by 3 root 2, and this is next one, this is 2 is equal to 2 lambda by 3 root 2, and this is beta is equal to 4 lambda by 3 root 2. So with this you can have lambda is equal to 3 root 2, and therefore you can have alpha equal to 4 and beta is equal to, you can take beta is equal to, here 3 root means 4. Therefore A bar is equal to alpha 4I bar. Next alpha 4I bar means here alpha A bar equal to 4I bar plus 2j bar plus beta k bar means 4k bar. This is a bar. Now if you check A bar dot k bar and all, here A bar dot k bar. So A bar dot k bar is plus 4. So you can verify the options. A bar dot k bar. So 4 plus 4 is not equal to 0. Similarly A bar dot k bar, that is 4 plus 2 not equal to 0. A bar dot I bar 4 plus 1 not equal to 0. A bar dot I bar 4 plus 3 not equal to 0. So this option, this A bar is not satisfying any of the options. Therefore we will consider the case 2 here. We will consider case 2 here, and here alpha is equal to 2 lambda by 3 root 2 and 2 is equal to 4 lambda by 3 root 2 and beta is equal to minus 4 lambda by 3 root 2. You can cancel this 2. So lambda is equal to 3 root 2 by 2. 3 root 2 by 2. 3 by root 2. So alpha is equal to 2 by 3 root 2 into lambda 3 by root 2. So this 3 and 3 gets cancelled. This is also gets cancelled. Alpha equal to 1. And your beta equal to minus 4 by 3 root 2 into 3 by root 2. You can cancel 3 and 3 and this will be 2. This is minus 2. And therefore in this context your A bar is equal to alpha I bar plus 2j bar plus beta k bar minus 2k bar. You can again check the options. A bar dot k bar minus 2 plus 4 not equal to 0. A bar dot k bar means minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0. this will be the option. You can also see a bar at I bar is 1, 1 plus 1 is not equal to 0 and this. So the second one is the option. Both are correct according to the formula, and a bar, this one and this one both are correct. But here among the options, this a bar is not satisfying any one of it, and therefore we are taking the second condition, second case, and we got a bar in a different way, and this one is satisfying the second option. Therefore the second option is the answer. So here the formula is considered whenever B bar and C bar are two vectors and A bar is said to be the angle bisector of B bar and C bar, you can take A bar equal to lambda into B bar by mod B bar plus or minus C bar by mod C bar. This is the angular bisector of B bar and C bar. The next problem is, if the distance between the foci of an ellipse is 6 and the distance between the directrices is 12, then the length of the lattice sectum is. Here the problem is, this one is very easy, straight away depends on the formula. Distance between foci of an ellipse is equal to 2AE is equal to 6, and it implies AE is equal to 3. Distance between the directrices of an ellipse, directrices of an ellipse is equal to 2A by E, which is equal to 12, implies A by E is equal to 6. Now multiplying those two, AE into A by E is equal to 3 into 6 implies A square equal to 18. Now B square equal to A square into 1 minus E square is equal to A square 18 minus A square E square 9 is equal to 9. Now length of the lattice rectum, length of the lattice rectum of the ellipse, length of the lattice rectum is equal to 2b square by a. 2 into b square means 9, a square is 18 means a is 3 root 2. So this is a 3 and this is a 3 root 2 is the answer. So second option. The next problem is, the greatest possible integer k for which 49 power k plus 1 is a factor of the sum 1 plus 49 plus 49 square plus 1 plus 49 power 124 plus 49 power 125 is. Here the solution, the given sum is a GP with 126 terms having first term as 1 and common ratio is 49. Therefore the sum is equal to a into r to the power of n, 49 power 126 minus 1 by 49 minus 1. This is Sn is equal to a into r to the power of n minus 1 by r minus 1, where a is the first term and r is common ratio, n is equal to number of terms in a GP. Number of terms in a GP. Therefore, this can be written as 49 power 126 minus 1. 49 power 63. This is in the form of 49 power 63 whole square. A square minus B square. Plus 1 into 49 power 63 minus 1 by 48. Therefore, this sum is divisible by 49 power 63 plus 1, and hence our k is equal to 63, that is the value. So k equal to 63 is the answer. The next problem is, if gx is equal to x square plus x minus 1 and g circle f of x equal to 4x square minus 10x plus 5, then f of 5 by 4 equal to. Now g circle f of x. So g circle f of x is equal to The solution G circle f of x is equal to G of f of x. Now G circle f of 5 by 4. G circle f of 5 by 4, that is equal to G of f of 5 by 4 is equal to 4 into 5 by 4 whole square minus 10 into 5 by 4 plus 5. This is 25 by 4 minus 50 by 4 plus 5. So minus 25 plus 10, 5 minus 5 by 4. G circle f of, so G circle f of 5 by 4. So in place of gx, in gx, in place of x, write f of 5 by 4. This is f of 5 by 4 whole square plus f of 5 by 4 minus 1. These two are equal. Implies f square 5 by 4 plus f of 5 by 4 minus 1 is equal to minus 5 by 4, implies f square 5 by 4 plus f of 5 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 0. It can be written as f of 5 by 4 plus 1 by 2 whole square, it's a perfect square, is equal to 0, implies f of 5 by 4 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So the third one is there. The next problem. Let alpha be a root of the equation x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0 and the matrix A equal to 1 by root 3 into 1, 1, 1, 1 alpha, alpha square, 1 alpha square, alpha 4, 4. Then A to the power of 31 is. It is given that alpha is the root of this equation. Let us consider the solution. X square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0 is the given equation. Here x is equal to minus 1 plus r minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a minus 1 plus r minus root 3i by 2 implies these are the cube roots of unity. You can take x is equal to omega or omega square. So I will consider alpha being one of the roots. Alpha is omega. Now whenever omega is a cube root of unity. Cube root of unity. Here under the cube root of unity we can say omega cube equal to 1. 1 plus omega square equal to 0. Now we will consider A. A is equal to 1 by root 3 into 1 alpha alpha square 1 omega square alpha power 4 omega power 4 is equal to omega cube into omega. You can write omega. So like this you can simplify. This can be taken as omega. Now you consider a square. 1 by root 3 into 1 omega square 1 omega into 1 by root 3 into 1 omega square 1 omega. Now you can write this as implies a square is equal to, you can write a square equal to 1 by root 3 into 1 by root 3, that is 1 by 3 into, this is 1 into 1 plus 1 plus 1, first row with the first column. So 1 plus 1, 3, 1 plus omega square, 1 plus omega square, as we noted here, 1 plus omega square is 0, 1 plus omega square plus omega, 0, 1 plus omega square, 0, 1 plus omega square plus omega power 4. Omega power 4 is omega. Therefore, 1 plus omega square plus omega, 0, 1 plus omega cube, 1 plus omega cube, 1, that is 3. This is 1 plus omega square plus omega 0. This is 1 plus omega cube 1 plus omega cube 1. This is 3. This is 1 omega power 4 omega plus omega square 0. You can take 3 common so that it will become 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0. This is a square. Now let us consider a power 4, that is a square into a square. That can be taken as 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 into 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0. Now we'll multiply these two. 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 0. This is 0. Of course, in the similar fashion, this is 0. This is a 1. This is 0. Again, this is 0. This is 0. This is 0 1 0. This is 1. Therefore, this is equal to I. So, a to the power of 4 equal to I. Now, any power of I here is equal to I itself. A to the power of 31 can be written as a power 28 into a cube. This can be written as a power 4 whole power 7 into a cube. This can be written as I power 7 into a cube. This is I into a cube because I power n is also equal to I. So I into a cube is a cube. So a power 31 is equal to a cube. The first one is the option. The next problem is the logical statement of P implies Q and Q implies negation P is equivalent to. Among these options, we will check the option. Solution. Now here, this can be done with the help of the truth table. So, the truth table is, let us consider P, Q. Here, we can consider true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Now we'll take P implies Q. The next one is P implies Q. True implies true. So P implies Q means true never implies false. So true implies true. True. True implies false is false. False implies true is true. False implies false is true. Next, we'll consider negation P. Negation P means it is nothing but denying P. That means whenever P is true, negation P will be false and vice versa. So true, this is false, this is true, this is false, false, true, false, true. Next, we'll take Q implies negation P. So here, Q implies negation P. We will write this one. Q implies negation P. True, false. True never implies false. So this is a false. False implies false. True. True implies true. 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 False implies true. True. So this is true. The next one. The last one is, the last one in the truth table is P implies Q and Q implies negation P. Here there is an and between the two statements. So there is a conjunction between the and is there. So if both are true, then only it is true. Otherwise it is false. So P implies Q. True and false. False. False and true. False. True and true. True. True and true. True. So this is the final column. False, false, true, true. It is same as the negation P. False, false, true, true. So these two are logically equal. Therefore, P implies Q and Q implies negation P is same as negation P, which is the third option. The next problem is, if real part of z minus 1 by 2z plus I is equal to 1, where z is equal to x plus iy, then the point x comma y lies on a straight line with slope minus 2 by 3, a straight line with slope 3 by 2, circle with diameter is root 5 by 2, circle whose center is at minus 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2. Now we will look into the solution. Here, real part of z minus 1 by 2z plus I equal to 1. For example, in the, now if you consider let z is equal to x plus iy be a complex number, where x comma y belongs to R and I is the imaginary. In this context, you can say z bar is equal to x minus iy, it is the conjugate of this complex number, and z plus z bar is equal to 2x. So z plus z bar by 2x is equal to z plus z bar by 2 is equal to x, where x is the real part of z, and z minus z bar is equal to 2iy by 2i is equal to y is equal to imaginary part of z. And now by using this formula here, we will look into this one. So real of z minus 1 by 2z plus I equal to 1. So real means here, if z is x plus iy, z plus z bar by 2 is equal to real part of z. So real part of this, that means here z minus 1 by 2z plus I plus z minus 1 by 2z plus I whole bar into 1 by 2 is equal to 1. Now in this context, you can also say z1 by z2 whole bar can be written as z1 bar by z2 bar. So here it can be written as z minus 1 by 2z plus I plus, this is z minus 1 bar. So this can be written as z bar minus, this is the real number 1 by 2z bar plus I bar is minus I is equal to, you can write as 2. Now by simplifying, 2 into z bar minus iz, 2 into z bar minus iz minus 2z bar plus I plus 2z bar minus 2z plus iz bar minus I is equal to 2 into 2z plus I into 2z bar minus I. Now it can be written as 4 into z bar, and here minus 2z bar minus 2 into z plus z bar minus iz plus iz bar minus I common, this is z minus z bar, I and I gets cancelled, is equal to 2 into 4z bar minus 2iz plus 2iz bar minus I square is minus 1, so this is a plus 1. Here the next one is z bar. Z bar is equal to z bar. Z bar x square plus y square, that is mod z is equal to mod z bar is equal to x square plus y square, I square equal to minus 1. So here this is 4z bar, this is 8z bar. So this is otherwise 4 into, we will write this as x square plus y square, z plus z bar 2x minus 4x, z minus z bar 2iy, 2iy into I, 2iy into I. So what is 2iy into I? 2iy into I means plus 2i square, this is is equal to 8z bar, 8 into x square plus y square. Here you can take 2i minus 2i common, z minus z bar, that is 2iy, 2i into 2iy, 4i square y, so minus 4y, that is a plus 4y. So this is, I mean to say here you can write, you can take minus 2i common, this will become z minus z bar, as I written here, this is 2iy minus 2i into 2iy. So 4i square minus 4y plus 4y, this is 8y, this is 8y, and now 8y, and then this is plus 2. Now this can be written as 4 into x square plus y square plus 4x plus 6y plus 2 is equal to 0. You can write x square plus y square plus x plus 3y plus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. This is a 4 divided with x square y square x. This is 6y by 4 means 3 by 2y plus 1 by 2 equals 0. Now this is the circle. Now here for this circle, center is equal to minus 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2. So this is minus 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2 comma minus 3 by 4. Now the radius r is equal to root of g square plus f square minus c. 1 by 4 plus 9 by 16 minus 1 by 2. This is 4 by 16, 9 by 16, 8 by 16. So 5 by 16, root 5 by 4. So root 5 by 4, the diameter 2r is equal to, diameter is equal to 2r is equal to root 5 by 2 is the option. So the circle with diameter is root 5 by 2 is the option. Next problem is, let y equal to fx is the solution of the differential equation e to the power of y into dy by dx minus 1 is equal to e to the power of x, such that y of 0 equals 0, then y of 1 equal to. Let us go for the solution directly. The given differential equation is e to the power of y into dy by dx minus e to the power of y is equal to e to the power of x. Now suppose e to the power of y equal to t. You call this as the first equation. This can be written as e power y differentiating dy by dx is equal to dt by dx. Now substitute these values in the first equation. We have e power y dx dt by dx minus e power y is a t is equal to e to the power of x. It's a linear differential equation. Now here integrating factor is equal to e to the power of integral minus 1 dx. That is nothing but e to the power of minus x. Now the solution of the differential equation is t into e to the power of minus x is equal to e to the power of x into e to the power of minus x dx. These two gets cancelled, therefore this is equal to x plus c. Now given y of 0, here y of 0 is equal to 0. Now here t is e power y, so this is e power 0 into e power minus 0 is equal to, this is a 0 plus c, c is equal to 1. Therefore it implies e to the power of y minus x is equal to x plus 1. Now we are asked to find out y of 1. So put x is equal to 1, we'll find out y. This is e power y minus 1 is equal to 2. Implies y minus 1 is equal to log 2 base e, implies y is equal to 1 plus log 2 base e. So 1 plus log 2 base e is the solution. Next problem. Let alpha comma beta be two real roots of k plus 1 into tan square x minus root 2 lambda tan x is equal to 1 minus k, where k not equal to minus 1 and lambda are real numbers. If tan square alpha plus beta is equal to 50, then lambda equal to. Now it is a quadratic equation given. Here the solution, k plus 1 into tan square x minus root 2 lambda into tan x plus k minus 1 is equal to 0. Here it is given that alpha comma beta are the real roots of this equation. That means it being a quadratic equation in tan x, so you can say tan alpha and tan beta are the roots. Now tan alpha plus tan beta is equal to sum of the roots minus b by a. So root 2 lambda by k plus 1, and product of the roots tan alpha into tan beta is c by a, k minus 1 by k plus 1. Now tan alpha plus beta is equal to tan alpha plus tan beta by 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. This is equal to tan alpha plus tan beta, root 2 lambda by k plus 1 by 1 minus tan alpha tan beta, k minus 1 by k plus 1. This is equal to root 2 lambda by k plus 1 minus k plus 1, that is 2, and that is equal to lambda by root 2. Implies tan square alpha plus beta, tan square alpha plus beta is equal to lambda square by 2 is equal to 50 given. Implies lambda square equal to 100, implies lambda is equal to 10. So the third one is the option. This problem is 5 numbers are in AP whose sum is 25 and the product is 25, 20. If one of these 5 numbers is minus 1 by 2, then the greatest number among them is. Let us consider the solution. 5 numbers are in AP. So let us consider a minus 2d, comma a minus d, comma a plus d, comma a plus 2d are in AP. Here the common difference is same, d, so these are in AP. Sum of the numbers is 25. They sum a minus 2d plus a minus d plus a plus d, a plus 2d. Minus 2d plus 2d, d and d gets cancelled, sum will become 5a is equal to 25. Implies a is equal to 5. Their product is 25, 20. So 5 minus product. Product is equal to 5 minus 2d into 5 minus d into 5 into 5 plus d into 5 plus 2d is equal to 25, 20. 5 minus 2d into 5 plus 2d, 25 minus 4d square, 5 minus d into 5 plus d, 25 minus d square is equal to 5 5s, 25, 5 not 4. So this is multiply 25 into 25, 625 minus 25 d square minus 100 d square minus 125 d square plus 4 d to the power of 4 minus 504 is equal to 0. This can be written as 4 d to the power of 4 minus 125 d square plus 121 is equal to 0. 4 d to the power of 4 minus factorizing 4 d square minus 121 d square plus 121 is equal to 0. From the first two terms, take 4 d square common. 4 d square into d square minus 1 minus 121 into d square minus 1 is equal to 0. Implies d square minus 1 into 4d square minus 121 is equal to 0. Implies d is equal to plus r minus 1 r, d square equal to 121 by 4, d equal to plus r minus 11 by 2. If d is equal to 1, the numbers are 5 minus 2d, 5 minus 2, 3, 5 minus d, so 4, 5, 5 plus d, 6, 5 plus 2d, 7. If you take d equal to minus 1, it will be in the reverse order, 5 plus 2 and so on. So here among these numbers, minus 1 by 2 is not there. It is given that one of the 5 numbers is minus 1 by 2. Here minus 1 by 2 is not a number among them. So d is equal to 1 here does not satisfy the conditions. So consider d is equal to 11 by 2. You can take minus 11 by 2, it will be giving the reverse order. d is equal to 11 by 2. 5 minus 2d, 5 minus 2d, 5 minus 2 into 11 by 2 minus 6, 5 minus d, 5 minus 11 by 5 minus 11 by 2. 5 minus 11 by 2 means minus 1 by 2. 5, next one is 5, 5 plus d, 5 plus d, 5 plus d means 5 plus 11 by 2, 5 plus 11 by 2 means 10, 21 by 2, next 5 plus 2d, 5 plus 2d is 16, so the numbers are minus 6, minus 1 by 2, 21 by and 5 and 21 by 2 and 16. The greatest among them is 16, therefore our option is the second one. The next problem is, if f of a plus b plus 1 minus x is equal to f of x for all x, where a comma b are fixed positive real numbers, then 1 by a plus b integral a to b x into f of x plus 1 dx. This is a definite integral problem. We will consider this one. Solution. I is equal to, say I, 1 by a plus b integral a to b x into f of x plus f of x plus 1 dx. You call this as the first equation. Now integral a to b fx dx is equal to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx. We will apply 1 by a plus b integral a to b, this is a plus b minus x into f of a plus b minus x plus f of a plus b minus x plus 1 dx. Since integral a to b fx dx can be taken as integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx using this formula here. Now this can be written as 1 by a plus b integral a to b a plus b minus x into f of a plus b minus x. Here f of a plus b plus 1 minus x equal to f of x. In the given condition, put x is equal to x plus 1. We have f of x plus 1 is equal to f of a plus b plus 1 minus of x plus 1 minus x minus 1. This 1 and 1 gets cancelled. This will be f of a plus b minus x. So here we can write f of a plus b minus x as f of x plus 1. So you can write this as f of x plus 1 plus, by the given condition straight away this can be written as fx dx. So you can call this as the second equation. Adding 1 and 2, 2i is equal to 1 by a plus b integral a to b, this is x plus a plus b minus x, and this is f of x and f of x plus 1, this is same, so x will gets cancelled, this will become a plus b into integral fx plus f of x plus 1 dx. So you can cancel these two, so now we have 2i is equal to integral a to b fx dx plus integral a to b f of x plus 1 dx. f of x plus 1 dx. Now this is integral a to b, it can be written like in the same way, plus here you can apply the formula that integral a to b fx dx equal to integral a to b f of a plus b minus x dx once again. So it is a to b f of a plus b minus x. So this is a plus b minus x plus 1 dx. And now this is integral a to b fx dx plus this is integral a to b f of a plus b minus x plus 1 is straight away given as f of x by the condition. So it can be written as fx dx. So 2i is equal to these two being same, 2 into integral a to b fx dx. So therefore I is equal to integral a to b fx dx. Now among the options, this option is not there. The third and fourth options are integral fx dx, but the limits are different. Therefore, these two are not the answers. So let us change the put x is equal to t plus 1 implies differentiating dx is equal to dt. Considering the derivative here, if x is equal to a, so lower limit, if x is equal to a, t is equal to a minus 1. If x is equal to b, upper limit, t is equal to b minus 1. Therefore, this can be, I can be written as integral a minus 1 to b minus 1 f of in place of x you can write f of t plus 1 and dx can be replaced with dt, because here the variable is t and also you are integrating with respect to t. You can write this as a minus 1 integral a minus 1 to limits b minus 1 f of, this can be written as x plus 1 dx. So I is equal to integral a minus 1 to b minus 1 f of x plus 1 dx. This is the second option. The next problem is, let the function f minus 7 comma 0 close to R be continuous on minus 7 comma 0 close and differentiable on open minus 7 comma 0. If f of minus 7 equal to minus 3 and f dash x is less than or equal to, for all x belongs to minus 7 comma 0 open, then for all such functions f of minus 1 plus f of 0 lies in the interval. Now we'll consider the solution. This particular problem is on the mean value theorems. Here we apply the Lagrange's mean value theorem. The Lagrange's mean value theorem says, Lagrange's mean value theorem says, if f a comma b to R be continuous on closed a comma b and differentiable on open a comma b, then there exists at least one C belongs to open a comma b such that f dash c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. We will make use of this particular theorem here in this problem. Now coming here, the function is said to be continuous on closure minus 7 comma 0 and differentiable on minus 7 comma 0. And f of minus 7 is given and f dash x is less than or equal to for all x between minus 7 comma 0, then the required one. Whenever it is said to be continuous on minus 7 comma 0, we can take the function to be continuous on minus 7 comma minus 1 and also differentiable on minus 7 comma minus 1 open. So here f being the continuous on minus 7 comma 0, we can take minus 7 comma minus 1 also, because minus 7 comma minus 1 is a subset of minus 7 comma 0. So now by that f is continuous on minus 7 comma minus 1 and differentiable on minus 7 comma minus 1 open, then by Lagrange's mean value theorem there exists at least one C between minus 7 and minus 1 such that f dash C is equal to f of b, f of minus 1 minus f of minus 7 by b minus a minus 1 minus of minus 7. It is given that here since minus 7 comma minus 1 or minus 7 comma minus 1, you can even take the closed interval, is a subset of minus 7 comma 0. So you can apply like this. Here for all x belongs to minus 7 comma 0 open, it is less than or equal to. So this can be taken as less than or equal to f of minus 1. F of minus 7 is minus 3, so this is plus 3. Minus 1 plus 7, so this is 6. This is less than or equal to 12, implies f of minus 1 less than or equal to 9. You can call this as the first equation. In the similar way, it being given that it is continuous and differentiable on minus 7 comma 0, again applying the Lagrange's mean value. Once again applying the Lagrange's again by Lagrange's mean value theorem, we can say that f dash c is equal to f of 0 minus f of minus 7 by 0 minus 7, which is also less than or equal to, because the function itself is given that it is continuous on minus 7 comma 0 and differentiable on minus 7 comma 0 open. So this is f of 0, this is f of minus 7 is minus 3, so this is plus 3, this is 0 plus 7, 7 less than or equal to 14, implies f of 0 is less than or equal to 11. You can call this as second one. From 1 and 2, f of minus 1 plus f of 0 is less than or equal to 9 plus 11, 20. So this is less than or equal to 20. Therefore, f of minus 1 plus f of 0 lies in the interval minus infinity comma 20. This is closed. So the option is the second one. The next problem is total number of 6-digit numbers in which only and all the 5 digits 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9 appear is. Now the solution. We are asked to find out the 6-digit numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we are given only 5 numbers 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So one of the digit must be repeated. So first of all, we have to select one digit among the 5. So here there being 6 places and there being only 5 numbers. If you fill the 5 places with 5 digits, one place will be left over. For that place, you have to select one of the number. So one number must be selected for the 6th place. For the 6th place. So one number must be selected for the 6th place among these 5. So it can be done in 5C1 ways. Here the 6th place means not the last or first like that. Among the 5 digits, by the given 5 digits, 5 places, any 5 places can be filled. The 6th place is left over. That place can be filled with any one of these numbers. So one must be selected for that place. It can be done in 5C1 ways. Now there are 6 numbers of which one is repeated, or so one of them is identical, so or repeated, whatever we call. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and now the 6 places can be filled with the 6 digits of which one is similar to the other. So the number of ways of filling the 6 places. The 6 places is equal to factorial 6 by there being 2 similar numbers by factorial. Therefore, total number of 6-digit numbers form. 6-digit numbers form is equal to 5C1 into factorial 6 by factorial 2, and same as 5 by 2 into factorial 6. The fourth option also. The next problem is let x power k plus y power k equal to a power k, a comma k greater than 0, then dy by dx plus y by x whole power 1 by 3 equal to 0, then k is. Now, given x power k plus y power k is equal to a power k, differentiating with respect to x, k into x to the power of k minus 1 plus k into y to the power of k minus 1 into dy by dx, it being constant 0. So k into y to the power of k minus 1 into dy by dx is equal to minus k into x to the power of k minus 1. This k gets cancelled. So dy by dx is equal to minus x to the power of k minus 1 by y to the power of k minus 1, that is minus x by y whole to the power of k minus 1. But in the problem it is asked that it is y by x. So I will write this as minus y by x whole power 1 minus k, taking the reciprocal. So it can be written as dy by dx plus y by x whole power 1 minus k equal to 0. By comparing with the given equation, it implies 1 minus k is equal to 1 by 3 implies k equal to 2 by 3. So the second option is the answer. The next problem. The area of the region enclosed by the circle x square plus y square equal to 2, which is not common to the region bounded by the parabola y square equal to x and straight line y equal to x is. Now here three curves are given to us. One is the circle x square y square equal to 2 and the other one is y square equal to x and y equal to x. So circle is given to be x square y square equal to 2. Parabola is y square equal to x and y equal to x. Solving these two equations, y square equal to x, comma y equal to x, implies if you put x in place of y, x square minus x is equal to 0 implies x into x minus 1 equal to 0 implies x equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. Therefore, the points of intersection of the parabola and the line y square equal to x and y equal to x, points of intersection are origin 0, 0. So x equal to 0 implies y equal to 0 and p 1 comma 1. Since x is equal to 0, you can put here y equal to 0. If x equal to 1, you can put here y equal to 1. So you can get 0, 0 and p 1 comma. This 1 comma 1 also will satisfy the circle. Therefore, we can have a diagram here. I will consider the diagram. Let this be the circle x square plus y square equal to 2. This is the circle x square plus y square equal to 2. This is the straight line y equal to x. Now the parabola is like this. So it will be like this. So this is the parabola. So this is the region common to the or bounded by the parabola and the straight line. We are asked to find out the area of the region enclosed by the circle which is not common to the region bounded by the parabola and this. That means here this is P, of course this is origin. Now we are asked to find out the region, the area of the region which is not common to the parabola and the straight line. So this area must be excluded from the area of the circle. That means the required area is equal to area of the circle minus area of the region bounded by y square equal to x and y is equal to x. This is this point being 1 comma 1, I can take this line as x is equal to 1. This line is x equal to 1. Bounded by y square equal to x, y equal to x. Between the lines x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. So now area of the circle is pi r square. Here r square is equal to 2. So pi r square, pi into 2 pi minus the area of this region is area of the parabola between x equal to 0 and x is equal to 1 and the x-axis, this complete area, and this area must be subtracted from it. That is nothing but integral 0 to 1 root x minus x dx. That is equal to 2 pi minus, this is x to the power of 3 by 2 into 2 by 3 minus x square by 2 between 0 and 1. This can be 2 pi minus, you substitute the values, 2 by 3 minus 1 by 2, and of course if you put 0 it will become 0. So this is equal to 2 pi minus, this is 4 minus 3, 1 by 6. So 4 minus 3, 1 by 6. This is a 12 pi minus 1 by 6. So the required answer is 12 pi minus 1 by 6. That is the third option. The next problem is, an unbiased coin is tossed 5 times. Suppose that a variable x is assigned the value k when k consecutive heads are obtained for k equal to 3, 4, 5. Otherwise, x takes the value minus 1, then expected value of x is. It is given that the coin is tossed for 5 times. The solution. So n of s is equal to 2 to the power of 5, because in any trial you will get either head or tail. So you will be having 2 chances. So for 5 times 2 to the power 5. A variable x is assigned the value k when k consecutive heads are obtained, then for k equal to 3, 4, 5, otherwise x takes the value minus 1. So k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is the probability for k. So here k represents the number of consecutive hits. Number of consecutive hits. Now here, if k equal to 0, that means k equal to 0 means 0 hits. If 0 hits occur, means all the tails should come. So the possible chance for this is, for k equal to 0, the possible chance is t, only one chance, all tails. So it's a probability. So this is only one option. So 1 by 32 is the probability. So 1 by 32. Now similarly, if k is equal to 5 is considered, so possible chance is all the 5 must be heads. H is the only option, and therefore this is only 1. So 1 by 32 for 5. Now we'll take k is equal to 4. That means k equal to 4 means 4 consecutive hits. Now we'll discuss. 4 consecutive hits means k equal to 4. The possible chances: head, tail, or tail, head. So these are the 2 possible chances. So you will get only 2 by 32 as the only 2 options. Its probability is 2 by 32. So this is 2 by 32 is the option. For k equal to 3, if I take k equal to 3, then I must look into the probability that there must be 3 consecutive heads. If I consider head, there being 3 consecutive heads, the 4th option must be tail. So here it can be anything, either tail or head. Even here if you get head, there being 4 heads but not consecutively. So 3 heads are consecutive, tail and head. Now this can be taken as for head 1 by 2, for head 1 by 2, for head 1 by 2, For tail 1 by 2. Here head or tail. Head or tail means anything can happen, the probability is 1. So this is 1 by 2 whole to the power of 4 into 1 is equal to 1 by 16. This is one option. The second one is, if you can take tail here, you can have 3 heads. This must be a tail. This must be a tail. Because if tail occurs here and 3 heads here, there should not be a head. If there is a head, the 4 heads will come consecutively. So it can be taken as 1 by 2 for tail, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole power 5. That is 1 by 32. And next, now if you take 3 heads here, for example, 3 heads in the last, here there must be a tail. Here anything can happen, either a tail or a head. Because 3 consecutive heads are here, it must be a tail. If it is not a tail, then if it is a head, 4 consecutive heads will come. So it must be a tail, and this can be either a tail or a head. So this is 1 into 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 to the power of 4. This is 1 by 16. So the total possible chances here are, the total chances for 3 consecutive heads is 1 by 16 plus 1 by 32 plus 1 by 16 is equal to 5 by 32. So here it is 5 by 32. Next, coming to the k is equal to 2. K is equal to 2 means 2 consecutive heads. 2 consecutive heads means here you can take head and head. There must be tail. Otherwise, if it is head, 3 consecutive heads will come. So it must be tail. And later it can be either a tail or a head, no problem. If it is head, though there are 3 heads but they are not consecutive, it can be tail or head. So here 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. But this is tail or head, one probability is 1 and this is also 1. So 1 by 2 whole cube into 1 square is equal to 1 by 8. If this is a tail and these 2 are heads, now this should not be a head, so it must be tail, and this can be anything. So here 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and it can be either tail or head, only 1. So 1 by 2 whole to the power of 4 into 1. This is 1 by 16. Next, if heads are here, it must be a tail, and it must be a tail. It can be a tail or a head. It can be a tail or a head. So this is 1 into 1 by 2 whole to the power of 4. This is 1 by 2 whole to the power of 4, right? 1 by 16. Next, if the last 2 places are heads, it must be a tail. It can be either tail or a head. So this is a tail or head, 1, 1. So 1 square into 1 by 2 whole cube. So this is 1 by 8. Now total chances for k equal to 2. Total chances for k equal to 2, that is equal to 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 8. So this is 4 by 32, this is 2 by 16, 2 by 16. So 4, 5, 6 by 16, that is 12 by 32. But in the first case, if these 2 are heads, head, head, tail, head, head. In the last case, if these 2 are heads, head, head, tail, head, head. So it is repeated. So here, head, head, tail, head is repeated twice. Therefore, for k is equal to 2, probability is equal to 11 by 32. So this is 11 by 32. Now, it is not necessary to find this one, because the sum of all the elements, in the second row must be equal to 1. 1 plus 11, 12, 12 plus 5, 17, 17 plus 2, 19, 19 plus 1, 20, 20 by 32. So this must be 12 by 32, it is not necessary. So now we got the possible chances for all this. Now here the expected value of x. What is meant by x? X is nothing but, suppose that a variable x is assigned the value k when k considered x up here. So expected value of x. Expected value of x. Expected value of x is equal to sigma x into p of x. Now here, whenever k equal to 0 or 1 or 2, x takes the value minus 1, because it is given that x is assigned the value k when k considered x obtained for k equal to 3, 4, 5. So when k equal to 3, x will take 3. When k equal to 4, the value of x is 4. When k equal to 5, the value of x is 5. But here, when k equal to 0, the value of x is minus 1. For 1 and 2 also it is minus 1. So this is minus 1 into probability for 0. Probability for k equal to 0. That is 1 by 32 plus minus 1 into 12 by 32 plus minus 1 into 11 by 32 plus 3 into 5 by 32 plus 4 into 2 by 32 plus 5 into 1 by 32. This is minus 1, minus 12, minus 13, minus 24, plus 15, that is minus 9, and this is minus 9, this is plus 8, minus 1, minus 1 plus 5, 4, 4 by 32, and that is nothing but the resultant is 1 by 8. So the expected value of x is 1 by 8. Now, section 2, these problems are of numerical type. Either the number can be a two-digit number, or if you get any number of the type decimal, it must be up to only 2 decimals must be considered. Okay, right. So if the variance of first n natural numbers is 10 and the variance of first m even natural numbers is 16, then m plus n equal to. Now variance of first n natural numbers is 10. So solution, variance of first n natural numbers is equal to n square minus 1 by 12, that is given as 10, implies n square equal to 121, implies n equal to 11. The variance of first m even natural numbers is 16. So variance of m even natural numbers. So variance of first m even natural numbers is equal to 16. That is variance of 2, 4, 6 and so on 2m is equal to 16. Now the formula is, if v of x is the variance of a given set of numbers, say variance of a set x containing so many numbers, then v of x, that is every element of this particular series is multiplied by a, that is equal to a square into vx. That is, if every element of this particular series or particular collection of numbers is multiplied by a, then the variance will become, variance of the newly obtained series will become a square into variance of x. So this is equal to variance of 2 into 1, 2 into 2 and so on 2 into m. each element is multiplied by 2 is equal to 16. This is equal to 2 square into variance of 2 square into variance of 2 square into variance of 1, 2, so on m is equal to 16. Variance of 1 to m, that is the first m natural numbers, m square minus 1 by 12. This 4 will get cancelled here, it will become 4 and this is equal to 4. So m square is equal to m square minus 1 equal to 48, m square equal to 49, m equal to 7. Therefore, m plus n is equal to, here n is 11, m equal to 7, 11 plus 7 is equal to 18. So this is the answer. The next problem. If the sum of the coefficients of even powers of x in the product 1 plus x square plus so on plus x power 2n into 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus so on plus x power 2n is a 61, then n equal to. Now the solution. Let 1 plus x square plus so on into x power 2n into 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus so on plus x power 2n is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus so on a4n x power 4n. Now, put x is equal to 1. Put x is equal to 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus like that. So this is a 1, there are 2n plus 1 terms. So 2n plus 1 and here 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1, all the terms will get cancelled. But here 1 minus 1, x square minus x cube cancel. So x power 2n minus 1 will be negative, up to that cancel, this will be 1 and this is a0 plus a1 plus a2 plus so on plus a4n. You can call the first equation. Put x is equal to minus 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 1, this is x cube minus 1, 0. Like that, this is, there will be 1. And this is all the terms will become positive and this will be 2n plus 1. And this is equal to a0 minus a1 plus a2 minus a3 plus so on plus a4n. We are asked to find out the coefficients of even powers of x. Coefficients of even powers of x is a0, a2, a4 and a4n. So adding these two equations, adding 1 and 2, adding 1 and 2, on the left hand side the same value, 4n plus 2 into 2n plus 1, otherwise 2 into 2n plus 1 is equal to 2 into a0 plus a2 plus 1 plus a4n, and this will be cancelled. It is given that the sum of all the even powers of x in the product is 61. That means a0 plus a2 plus 1 a4n is given as 61. 2n plus 1 is 61, implies n is equal to 30. The next problem is limit extends to 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of 3 minus x minus 12 by 3 to the power of minus x by 2 minus 3 to the power of 1 minus 6. Now, here we will take 3 to the power of x by 2 is equal to t. Now, as x tends to 2, 3 to the power of x by 2, 2 by 2, 1. So, as x tends to 2, t tends to 3. So, therefore, the limit is equal to limit t tends to 3. 3 to the power of x is a t square plus 3 to the power of 3 minus x, 27 by t 3 power x. 3 power x is t square minus 12 by 3 to the power of minus x by 2. So this is a t to the power of minus 1, that is 1 by t minus 3 by 3 to the power of x. 3 to the power of x is t square. Now this is equal to limit t tends to 3, t to the power of 4 minus 12t square plus 27 by t square. This is a t minus 3 by t square. T square gets cancelled. Now let us factorize. This is a limit t tends to 3. This is t to the power of 4 minus 12t square plus 27. T to the power of 4 t square, factorize t square minus 3 into t square minus 9 by t minus 3. Now this is limit t tends to 3. This can be written as t square minus 3 into, this is a t plus 3 into t minus 3 by t minus 3. You can cancel t minus 3 everywhere. Now you can substitute 9 minus 3 6 into 3 plus 3 6, and the resultant is 36. The next problem is, let us be the set of points where the function fx is equal to modulus 2 minus mod x minus 3x belongs to R is not differentiable, then sigma f of x for x belongs to S is. You can directly say that it is not differentiable at x is equal to 3, and also that you can find out the rest. Otherwise you can prepare the function fx is equal to modulus 2 minus, this is x minus 3 if x greater than or equal to 3, modulus 2 minus 3 minus x if x less than 3, that is equal to, it can be written as 2 plus 3 5 minus x modulus if x greater than or equal to 3, and this is modulus x minus 1 if x less than 3. Again it can be written as f of x is equal to 5 minus x if 5 minus x greater than or equal to 0 and x greater than or equal to 3, and this is x minus 5 if 5 minus x less than 0, 5 minus x less than 0 and 5, so x minus 5 minus x less than 0 and x greater than or equal to 3, and this is equal to, this can be taken as, this can be taken as x minus 1 if x minus 1 greater than or equal to 0 and x less than 3, and 1 minus x if x minus 1 less than 0 and x less than 3. And therefore this function can be written as f of x is equal to 5 minus x if x is less than or equal to 5 and greater than or equal to 3. So 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5. And this is 5 minus x less than 0 means x greater than 5, x greater than or equal to 3. So x greater than 5, this is x minus 5. And this is x minus 1 for x greater than or equal to 1 and x less than 3. 1 less than or equal to x less than 3. And this is 1 minus x for x less than 1 and x less than 3. So x less than 1. So this is the function prepared. Now you can find out the derivative also. F dash x. You can write the derivative of this minus 1, or otherwise you can write the derivative of this minus 1 for x less than 1, and this is 1 for 1 less than or equal to x less than 3, and this is equal to 1, this is minus 1 for 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 5, and this is 1 for x greater than 5. Now here if you observe, if for x less than 1. So f dash 1 minus is minus 1, f dash 1 plus is 1, f dash 3 minus is 1, f dash 3 plus is minus 1, f dash 5 minus is minus 1, f dash 5 plus is 1. Therefore, here f dash minus 1, f dash 1 minus is not equal to f dash 1 plus f dash 3 minus is not equal to f dash 3 plus f dash 5 minus not equal to f dash 5 plus. Implies f is not differentiable at 1, 3, 5. So s is equal to 1 comma 3 comma 5. So now the required one is f of 1 plus f of 3 plus f of 5. So this is f of 1. F of 1 means here 1 minus 1 0. This is f of 0 plus f of 3. F of 3 is this one. F of 3 is here, f of 3 is this one. So 5 minus 3, this is f of 2 plus f of 5. F of 5 means again this is f of 0. F of 0 means less than 1. So this is 1. F of 2, so in this interval 2 minus 1, 1 plus f of 0, once again 1, the resultant is 3. Next question. Let A 1 comma 0, B 6 comma 2, C 3 by 2 comma 6 be the vertices of a triangle ABC. If P is a point inside the triangle ABC such that the triangles APC, APB and BPC have equal areas, then the length of the line segment PQ, where Q is the point, minus 7 by 6, minus 1 by 3 is. Solution. P is said to be a point inside the triangle. This is the triangle considered, and this is A 1 comma 0, B 6 comma 2, C 3 by 2 comma 6. It is given that P is a point inside the triangle such that area of the triangle APB, area of the triangle APC and area of the triangle BPC are equal. Implies P is the centroid. P is equal to centroid. Centroid is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3. 1 plus 6 plus 3 by 2 by 3. 0 plus 2 plus 6 by 3. And this is 14, 17 by 6, comma 8 by 3. Now PQ. 17 by 6 plus 7 by 6, 24 by 6 whole square plus 8 by 3 plus 1, 9 by 3 whole square under root. 24 by 6, 4 square, 16, 9 by 3, 3 square, 9, 16 plus 9, 25, 5 is the answer.